Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to Reading Category Romance. And welcome to a daily reading update. Today is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It is the 15th of October and it's just before lunchtime. I'm getting ready to head downstairs pretty soon to heat up my lunch. I'm having leftovers from the other night. On Monday, we had our big Thanksgiving dinner on Monday. Garrett and I made tacos. It's like my favorite. Garrett's not person who enjoys, like, he enjoys Taco Bell, or we go to a local place called Bar Burrito, and he likes burritos and things like that, but he's not like a taco like person, unless it's like from Taco Bell or something. Like, he likes a soft shell chicken taco, whereas I'm old school, give me a beef taco with a crunchy shell. And he makes them because he knows I like them. But what he does is he takes the taco meat and he basically does nachos. So he'll do nachos with cheese and then the meat and then like vegetables and all the things. So it's basically what I'm having, just broken up on a plate. That's the way that I look at it, but whatever. So we had that on Monday, and then I had some leftovers yesterday and I'm finishing off the leftovers today. So I'm looking forward to that for lunch. It'll be yummy. And what else has been going on? We went to the grocery store this morning. I had blood work done yesterday. So that was fine. And that's part of the reason I didn't record yesterday, because we went to the grocery store in the morning and then I had to go get blood work, and then I came back and I was tired. So I had a little lay down, and then when I got up, it completely slipped my mind to sit down and talk to you guys, to be completely honest. So my sincere apologies for that. But yeah, so we went to the grocery store this morning, and because tonight for dinner we're doing bacon and eggs, because we bought bacon the other day and we need to use it up. So we're gonna have bacon and eggs, and we were talking about, like, should we do hash browns or should we do toast with it or something like that? And I said to Garrett, I said, can we do tater tots? And he's like, oh, that would be great. So we're gonna do bacon, eggs, and tater tots because we're 5. Perfectly adult dinner. It's got protein, it's got carbs, the things. We should really probably try and have a vegetable with it, but that's fine. So we're going to do that for dinner tonight. And then we also had to get a loaf of bread, and I needed more English muffins for my breakfast. And I got some treats. So I want to show you guys my treats, because I have very fall featured treats. So Sobeys is the name of our local chain grocery store that we go to. It's right around the corner from where we live. They had caramel corn. So I got a bag of caramel corn. So yay. So that's my little snack for the next few days. Very much looking forward to that. And I picked up these as well. These are from Werther's Originals. They're pumpkin spice caramels, which I know some of you are probably like, ugh. They also bring out at the fall apple, and I have our caramel apple, and I have them as well. But I want to try the pumpkin spice. So these are delicious. They're not overtly pumpkin. They're just enough. Sorry if the camera suddenly went dark. They're not, oh my gosh, those are pumpkin. There's just a hint of pumpkin spice in them, but I love Werther's Originals. Their caramels are some of the absolute best. So I splurged a little bit and I ended up getting these as well. So those were my treats that I got myself. So yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on. I don't have much else happening this week. I have to go down to the hospital on Friday to go pick up some of my medication. And then I don't have to go back until the 24th to see my kidney doctor. But I'm hoping that I'm going to get an appointment for this month to see my liver doctor as well. I'm still waiting to hear back from them. Hopefully that'll be this week. Fingers crossed. Yeah. And I went and, like I said, I got blood work done yesterday. And the good news is my kidney numbers have been really off. For those of you in the medical field, I think I always pronounce it wrong. Is it creatinine? Your creatinine levels, which shows like how good or bad your kidneys are doing. And mine had been really high for a while. They've been high. And as of this morning, like when I got the results back from my blood work yesterday, they're back in the normal range. They're on the high side of the normal range, but they're within the normal range. So I'll take that as a win. It means my kidneys are happy. It's always how my doctors used to say it. Your kidneys are unhappy or your kidneys are happy. And my kidneys are happy right now. So I'm going to continue drinking my water. Yes, this is a Starbucks cup. I reuse this. And this was literally just filled with ice and water. And then I put a little bit of like the squeezable flavorings in just to give it a little something. So I try and drink like 2 or 3 of these a day, which is like basically my liquid limit for the day. I've been kind of put on a bit of a liquid restriction because of the fluid buildup in my abdomen, but they're like, that's how much you can drink. So I'm still on my first one for today. I tend to drink more later in the day and at night. But anyway, reading update, because that's why you guys are here. So over the last couple days, I finished 2 books. So I'm actually going to do a video on Sunday where I do my Week in Books video. I used to do those a while ago, where I talk about all the books that I finished over the last week. So then that way you guys can get a more full review of these books. But I'm just going to show you really quick the ones that I finished. So the first one was the ebook that I read. I was reading. I finished this one yesterday. And this one was, I gotta remember the name of it, sorry, Colton's Family Bodyguard by Jennifer Morey. This is a love-inspired suspense novel from February of 2020. And I think it's the 3rd book in the Colton's of Mustang Valley series. And I did enjoy it. I gave it 4 stars. Like I said, I will talk more about this one on Sunday, in a video on Sunday. And then I also finished just this morning after I had my breakfast. I finished reading The Cowboy and the Bride by Maren Thomas. This is a Harlequin American romance novel. It is from, I think it's June of 2004. And I enjoyed this one quite a bit as well. I gave it 3.5 stars. So this one was a lot of fun. I'll talk more about it on Sunday. What am I currently reading? So before I get into what I'm currently reading, I did have a DNF. So I did decide, hold on, let me grab it from back here because I got to take it back to the library. I did decide to DNF this book and the series, 6 Feet Deep Dish, or I can't remember what the name of the series is called. I want to love this series. The cat just, I love that kitty cat. It looks like my Presley, but if he was orange. I mean, I feel like it's copyright infringement. That is Presley if he was orange. His name is Butterball. But so I've read this book before. I was like, I'm going to give it a reread, see if I like it better, reading it with my eyeballs as opposed to listening to it on audio. And I have read book 4, and book 4 I did enjoy. My issue with this book is the main character, Delilah. I do not like her. I'm sorry. I just don't like her. She's not a likable character, and I think I'm not the only person to say that. To be honest, I can see why her fiancé dumped her. She's a bit of a control freak, and everything has to be her way, and and the bigger issue for me as an animal lover is the fact that she lets her cat out. Cats are not outdoor animals. Period. Full stop. I will die on that hill. You can disagree with me in the comments all you want, but you're wrong. Cats are not outdoor animals, okay? Please do not let your cats outside. They will be killed. Full stop. Either by a vehicle, or they could get hurt, or predators, or the worst predators of all, humans. There are horrible people out there who will do horrible things if they catch... you know what I'm saying? Like, it blows my mind that people just let their cats out to roam. I don't understand it. And she does that in this book. She lets this cat Butterball, just roam. And at the beginning of the book, in the first chapter, it's talked about the fact how he got into a fight with a Maine Coon. And he got part of his ear torn off. Yeah, he could have been seriously hurt. What if that other cat had a disease or had rabies? What if it was a raccoon? What if it was a cougar? They live near a lake. What if the cat had fallen into the lake? It just blows me away that people allow their cats outside just to wander around. If you did that with a dog, I'm sorry guys, I'm ranting about this, but this really upsets me. If you had a dog and you were going to work and you're like, oh, I'm just going to let Fluffy off the leash and he can wander the neighborhood while I'm at work. And then when I get home, he's going to come back for dinner. If they caught that dog, you would potentially be charged with animal neglect, but it's okay to do it with a cat. I don't get it. And that's a hill I'll die on. Please, do not let your cats outside. They are not outdoor animals. They are domesticated animals. They belong inside your house. If you are going to get a cat and you're just going to let it outside, don't get a cat. Simple as that. If you're not going to let it live in your house and be part of the family, don't get an animal. Period. That's just, okay. And that's why I DNF'd this book. Part of the reason. The bigger issue, to be completely honest with, I really didn't like Delilah. And the thought of reading another 300 pages of her, no. The series is done for me. I'm not even going to continue on with the series. I'm taking the book back to the library, and we're calling it a day. So I'm not currently reading any cozy mysteries right now. I might pick up one later. I'm really just kind of enjoying reading the categories right now because that's kind of what I do on this channel. So what am I currently reading? I did start this morning. Before I had my breakfast, I read the first chapter of Colton First Responder by Linda O. Johnson. This is actually the 4th book in the Coltons of Mustang Valley series. the book I just talked about, I've got hiccups, I'm so sorry. The other Colton book that I just talked about was book 3. This is book 4, and they were published the same month. So I think that this series, like every month you're going to get 2 books, because I guess January we had books 1 and 2, so I'm going to have to go back and read books 1 and 2 in this series. But I'm reading book 4 now. So basically this one has started, and I think our main characters are Savannah and Grayson. Savannah has been accused of murdering her ex-husband. And at the very beginning of the book, she's being brought back from court, where she had her arraignment. And she was told that she was going to be going to jail and until a trial, the whole 9 yards, whatever. She believes that her ex-husband is actually alive and has framed her for his supposed murder because no body has been found. So as she's being transported back, she's the only prisoner in the back of this, Arizona Corrections, the state of Arizona Corrections Department vehicle. And there's an earthquake that takes place. And the driver of the car, I'm only through the first chapter, and the driver of the car was killed by a falling tree when this earthquake happened. And she was able to get out and get away. So then it flashes over to Grayson's perspective, and he has now come across the vehicle. And he's found the driver who's deceased, but they still took him to the hospital, blah, 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 blah. And he realizes that the back of this corrections officer's vehicle is open, and there was probably a criminal back there. So now he's kind of looking for her, and that's where we're at right now. But like I said, I am only through the first chapter of this book, and already, the action is just, I think I'm really going to like this one quite a bit. So yay on that one. And then I plan on starting today, my next physical Harlequin read is How to Lasso a Cowboy. As I mentioned the other day in my video, I literally had gone to my bookshelves and I went to the top right-hand shelf, right in the back, and I picked 10 books. And I've actually gotten them behind my library books back here. So I'm on the 3rd one, so I've got 7 more left. And then when I'm done those 10, I will pick another 10 and I'll bring them and put them back here. And that's the order I'm reading these in. Just completely random, just pulling them off my shelves. So we have How to Lasso a Cowboy by Shirley Jump. This is a Harlequin romance from April of 2011. And it's large print, you guys. I love a good large print book. And let me put my glasses on and I will read the back of the book for you guys here. So it says, The Devil in Cowboy Boots. Look at the back. It's got a fair. Isn't that lovely? Gorgeous. This is part of the Fun Factor series. Warm and witty stories of falling in love. Love is in the air in Edgerton Shores, a matchmaking love lottery. But imagine poor Sophie Watson's surprise when her name is pulled out of the hat that she didn't even put it in. No one likes to see the uptight little beauty in a fix more than straight-talking cowboy Harlan Jones, but his sexy smirk is soon wiped away when his name is matched with sweet Sophie's. A week of dates. It'll only take one to show them how mismatched they are. So what will they do with the other 6? Oh, that sounds fun. So it's I guess, a single-person lottery where they pull 2 people's names, and then they have to date for a week, it sounds like? Oh! That sounds fun. Oh, I love the cover. It looks so cute. So yeah. So I'm looking forward to starting this one. This is why I'm just loving just randomly pulling these off my shelves. No thought to it, just let's read the next one that we have. This is how I used to read my category romance books. It was literally when I only had a collection of physical ones and I only had a single bookshelf of them. I would read them in the order that I bought them. So there's no way I can figure out what order I bought these books in now or require these books in now. So we're just going in the order they're on the shelves. And yeah. And when I move, I have a plan. So we'll go from there. But anyway, this is the next one. I'll be starting this one today. So I will give you guys an update on that one, hopefully tomorrow. But anyway, guys, that is it. I've rambled on enough. I'm going to go enjoy my water, make my lunch, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye.